an update on this story, and it's bad, very bad. Someone sent me a voice recording of what appears to be an NYSC official addressing the youth corpers at Ikuru community and on a local government area in Rivers State where this boy mysteriously disappeared at an LDM Chinese mining company. I understand the implications of sharing this audio recording, but we just gotta do it because it involves a life. It involves somebody, a whole human being. Hopefully nobody loses their job, hopefully nobody suffers, and hopefully this video is taken in the context of us trying to understand what happened to him, where is he, and why the Chinese company is lying to us or pretending not to know what happened to him. So we're going to listen to the audio, then we're going to talk. The audio is a bit noisy, so I denoised it because it seemed like it was raining in the background for a while and it eventually cleared out. But listen, let's talk.
They came and ascertained what they said. They said, I'm going to go back to report to their superior. So there is no need to panic. The deed has been done. It's done, it's done. We cannot ask God why. You understand? It's only God that knows the reason why it happens like that. Because there is no need missing words or being economical with it. Your colleague has done. With the investigations and everything we see. But in our own tradition, maybe by tomorrow or next, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be printed. We will certainly put the cops will certainly put based on our own tradition. You understand? So just take heart and see how you can cover yourselves up because it's a very serious issue. For the first member that are working with LDM, it's a very serious issue. I never knew John would be detained because he just called me now that they detained him. I wanted to have a meeting with John this evening and the COP member. As the radio? Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't call Bory. The man say will call me back. Let's see how they can release him. So I wanted to have a meeting with the COP member that are working in LDM and John. Let's see how your names can be deleted from their nominal role. Do you understand? And like everywhere they should stand, there's only that guy that's working with them. You understand? To avoid the unforeseen. Because I know what I'm talking about. It may get to that point where federal government will say, what are you guys doing there? Yeah. Is that your place of PPA and all that? You understand? And so we'll see how to palliate and cover ourselves up. So I don't know. Well, if John come back this night, I'll call him if he calls him. We'll know what to do, how to meet and have a common front. Does it get it? Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to unpack with that voice recording. First of all, I know that releasing it is probably not going to look good, especially for the youth corpers serving at Ikuru community in Andoni local government, Rivers State. But if you listen to the voice note, it seemed as though it's somebody addressing the youth corpers at their lodge, the youth corpers who work at LDM. Now, that is not someone who works at LDM. This is just the copper heads, the service heads. I think one of those LP, I can't remember what they call those people again, local government something that oversees them. And although the person speaking may not exactly know what happened to him, because from the voice note, he too went to the site and they went to also investigate to look for him. And from their conclusion, he is dead. He probably drowned. And I also learned that the site where he works is close to a beach where there's like water. So it's close to a water side. So there is that conclusion that he most likely drowned and water has taken him away. That's why you will hear at some part of the video he said, according to their tradition, after 3 days, the body will float up and they'll find his body. Now, as at the time that voice note was taken, it was maybe around 3 to 4 days when the news first broke out, because that was when the arrest was made. So it's been 1 month plus since this disappearance of Yahya Farouk. 1 month plus, and we've still not heard that he's dead. It hasn't been reported that he's dead. His body has not been reported found. But the voice note, as at the time, clearly shows that the youth corper management in the community are aware or believe that he is most likely dead. And they believe he died in the LDM mining company that belongs to the Chinese. And you guys were right. Since he never checked out, it means he never left the company, which means he died in the company. But when the police investigated or questioned the manager of the LDM mining company and the site manager that night when he disappeared, they both claimed, or one of them claimed, that a bike man came to pick him and with 2 people and he accompanied them. That is a way of making it look like whatever happened to him outside of the company. There's no CCTV footage to show that he indeed followed the bike man to wherever they may have killed him. Another thing again that was said by the Chinese management of that LDM mining factory, they said they did not know he was a youth corper. But this audio shows that there are more than one youth corper working there. So many of them work there. And although there shouldn't be, but it seemed like it's one of those things that they offer copper for an extra pay, for extra money, those who need extra something. I don't know if it's forcible or if it's voluntarily or if you request to want to get an extra shift. But it seemed like the youth corper people there, they're aware that youth corpers work there. But what we need to focus on is his disappearance and what may have happened to him. Like, what happened to him? We need to know for a fact. The audio recording only shows what the people feel and what they think. But it seems as though the LDM Chinese mining company know what really happened to him. But they have chosen to protect themselves. They have chosen to hide the truth. Something went wrong that night when this boy was working there. Something went wrong and it cost his life, and they don't want to bring it out. Now, I don't know who will have to suffer or who would have to lose their job or who would have to be held accountable. But I feel like he's an adult. He chose to work there, regardless of whether the copper heads or the leaders of the copper management agreed or not. But since he's working in that company, it's the company's job to protect them. Whether it's a casual worker or an in-casual worker or I don't care. It's their job to protect him. And now that he's seemingly vanished and presumed dead, by the way, people in the community also say that he's dead. They have told these coppers, they've been saying it, but they just did not have any proof because we still need to see a body. And it's been over a month, the body has still not floated up in the sea. Was it washed away? We don't know. But the company trying to make it look like he did not die in their place of work is what is troubling, because are they avoiding a lawsuit? Because we know nobody will be held accountable specifically. We know maybe it may not be premeditated murder. It's looking like an accident happened. And in such a case, the company would have to pay. In such a situation, the company would have to pay millions to his family because he died in their place of work. But I think that is what they're avoiding. I hope the police don't let this case sleep. I hope there's enough pressure on them to fix this, because we know how this goes. These people will wait for time to pass and they wait for us to forget, and life moves on, and this man will never be found. Or maybe they've even found his body and they buried it to hide it. Nothing is impossible, because this company don't look like they want to be held accountable for his death or disappearance.